more next week. And, of course, next week, a rundown about what happened last weekend on the Great American Bash pay-per-view, and information as we head into July 12th. That means Bash of the Beach, this year originating from the Cox Arena in San Diego. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, but exciting right here. Just trying to watch Jimmy Hart control this man. When the Barbarian listens to Hart, he's almost an impregnable fortress of flesh. But when Jimmy Hart loses control of the Barbarian, anything can happen.
The music ushers in the British Bulldog. One of the true greats. Look at that upper body. Is he magnificent or what, Larry?
A powerful guy, knows how to use it. Good technician, too. Although the Bulldog would rather brawl, I think, than use the science. But he knows one of them tough, wicked guys. If you knock a tooth out or break his nose, he's proud of that. They're nuts.
Yeah, those wicked guys are nuts, aren't they?
That's why I went to the golf course.
So the British Bulldog, in a long line of great athletes from Great Britain, will go against a man who will not back down either. And that's the Barbarian. Should be a great matchup between two men very, very similar.
Oh, yeah, you say fear to the Barbarian, and he has no idea what you're talking about.
Shanna Bulldog here at Universal Studios, Florida. And the Barbarian's very angry about it.
He's going to knock out Patrick.
How about that?
I might slip him some money for that.
Stop it, Larry. A point towards Jimmy Hart from the British Bulldog, wanting Hart to stay away. And the British Bulldog with a massive side headlock on the Barbarian, who now grabs the torso and shoots the man in the ropes.
That's the wrong thing to do. He'll stick his tongue out at you.
British Bulldog said, all right, do it again. Missed the clothesline. And a drop toe hold and a great counter move.
And again, a good position. You can see the Bulldog looking over at Jimmy Hart again. Always got to keep your eye on Hart, and Bulldog knows. Jimmy Hart will pop up. He will put his body on the line for his men, or whatever that is.
No question about that. We've seen that so many times. And now the Barbarian, as the Bulldog executes full-arm drag and twist into an armbar. And the Barbarian does what he knows best, just tries to beat his way out of the hole.
He's using that knife hand, but he's hitting Davey Boy right with the trapezius meets the shoulder where you could separate it. I mean, there's the exact point that he was hitting there. He knows what he's doing.
The fan still behind the British Bulldog, who hangs on to the armbar. And once again, the trapezius shoulder connection that Larry described moments ago. That did not work, but that headbutt did.
Yeah, that hits like a cannonball.
Look at this!
Oh, Jimmy Hart, he'll rush in. He'll do whatever he can.
With the referee's attention with the Barbarian, Jimmy Hart gets a couple of shots in, and now the Barbarian follows up with a chokehold of his own. Well, Jimmy Hart's loving this. Look at him. He's a motivator, Larry.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he's managed champions of the world from Hollywood, Hulk Hogan himself on. Jimmy Hart knows the ropes, knows the human game of chess. Just gets these big, gigantic millions of Barbarian and kind of controls them like robots to do his bidding and make him money.
Backhand chop once again, and here's a snapmare takedown from the Barbarian. Barbarian certainly using a lot of time here, being very deliberate. Here he comes again.
Well, he's a pretty simple man. He's not a very complicated individual. You know what? You know the old saying, a Darwinian man, although well-behaved, is merely a gorilla well-shaved. Take a look at the Barbarian.
Okay, I'm pondering that as the Bulldog goes on the outside. And the Barbarian looking in tip-top shape here. Watch out, Jimmy Hart to the right of your screen, easing towards the British Bulldog, who as he comes up looks towards Jimmy Hart. And now must focus on the Barbarian, who kicks him. Look, once again, Jimmy Hart with the attention of the referee.
Yeah, master of ring positioning, had Patrick out of commission, and right there, I think Davey Boy was lucky. This ring's shorter.
There is a little miscalculation on the part of the Barbarian. Usually, that's the lower back into the edge of the ring apron, but as you said, literally missed. Maybe the top of the hip hit the ring apron, that was all. We're back in the ring. And now the Barbarian maybe think the match is this. Runs in. Reckless abandonment again. Oh, my goodness. There's your clothesline. And a back elbow. That was the biggest one of the whole night.
He grabbed Hart. Hart couldn't get away in time.
Right hand. And another big clothesline. But this one from the Barbarian.
Yeah, and that put it over the top, I believe.
It may have. Jimmy Hart still down. Can the Bulldog rebound from this? Is the question. Into the corner. Nobody home. Uh-oh.
Boy, picked him up. He's got him up. That's a big man.
The running Oklahoma Stampede. 1, 2. It's the British Bulldog.
I think the Barbarian finally ran out of gas there. British Bulldog drove him down, knocked the wind out of him long enough to hold down a big, strong, vicious man. I think Cactus just glad it's over.
And Jimmy Hart needs a hug.
Couple Advil.
We'll do that. Holding the science. His face must be hurting, so it's killing us. Go ahead.
Well, right there, Davey Boy leveled the Barbarian right underneath the chin. Could be the beginning of the end, but I think here's where he knocked out all the fuel right there when he bounced off that. This Barbarian just had no wind left.
Your winner, the British Bulldog. Don't forget next week, information on Bash at the Beach and a rundown of what happened at the Great American Bash. The living legend, Lee Marshall. I'm Tony Schiavone.